Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Exploring Photography right here on Adorama TV. I'm Mark Wallace, and joining me is Elsa Hoffmann. She is the owner and operator of Photo Tours Cape Town in Cape Town, South Africa. And she has brought me here to Fairy Glen Game Reserve.
That's right.
Okay, and we are going to be shooting the big five, zebras and rhinos,
Lion, buffalo,
elephant. It's very fantastic. And the drive here was spectacularly beautiful. And on the way, I was surprised that there were wild baboons. And that sort of was the precursor to what I think we're going to experience tomorrow on our mini safari. And so I want to show you this clip of us encountering these baboons along the way. I'm shooting this with a 600mm lens, so I'm not very close to this guy, but I don't want to move because when I do, he runs away. So there's a whole family out here just zipping back and forth across the road. It's quite amazing. We were just driving down the road and saw them. Now, is that pretty common that we have baboons just zipping around the side of the road?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're just driving along. I'm totally unprepared. Baboons! There's a guy right here. Check this out. Here he is. Well, I showed you that because I think, Elsa, that is the sort of the crux of what we're about to experience, which is expect the unexpected. We don't know what's coming at us. And so we have all this gear here that we want to talk about. And Elsa's walked me through what she thinks that we need to have ready to go. And so what do we have out here? I know I have my stuff. So I'm going to try to shoot a few things with my Leica. I've got my 135mm lens, my normal MeFOTO tripod to try to stabilize the camera when necessary. But Elsa had some really good advice about the cameras and lenses. We're actually going to be shooting with some Nikon cameras tomorrow. So can you walk us through the lenses that you recommend and why?
In a game reserve, you never know how close the animals are going to be to you. So you have to be prepared for the very close-ups and the ones that's far away. Some animals are more skittish than others. So I use specifically zoom lenses when I do wildlife because they also move. And when they come closer to you, you don't want to be stuck. Now I'm sitting with a prime. I start with the 200-500 for my further away stuff. 200-500 Nikon 5.6. Then I have the 70-200.
Is this the 2.8?
That's the 2.8 VR2.
Image stabilized. So we've got some image stabilization going here. If you see us shooting handheld, that might be one of the reasons why.
Animals move, so it's, you best shoot handheld.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of animals moving and the unexpected, I don't want to cut you off here, but I really would love to illustrate the point of why you really need a zoom lens for an adventure like this. It's because you never know when an animal is just going to be right there. So on the way in to the park, I started seeing things, and I told Elsa to stop the car because I wanted to shoot. And well, here, just look and see what happens. Just behind me here are gazelles and zebras. Check this out. Right over there, there's a rescued rhino with his horn that was taken off by poachers, and they've saved him and are doing some preservation and rescue work here. It's very amazing. So we're just on day one scouting and seeing what's available, and already I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I haven't even taken a single picture. I'm just shooting video. Elsa has loaned me this camera. This is a Nikon D800 with a 200-500mm lens, and just to sort of get a feel of what's going to happen, I'm going to go take some shots. Even though this isn't officially the first of the shooting, I just can't pass up shooting these pajama donkeys. That's what they call them here, zebras. So let's go. We have to sort of be quiet. I am shooting this handheld at 3,200th of a second. So eventually we'll put this on a tripod, but for now, I'm gonna do that. I'm shooting at ISO 800. See how it turns out. Let's go. You might be wondering why I'm not getting closer to these animals. I'm using basically a 600mm equivalent. The answer is simple. These are wild animals and they will kill you. And so we're keeping our distance using really, really long lenses. But we're going to drive down the road just a bit. You can see the road behind me here. There's just a lot more things to see and do. We've just gotten started and already it's really wonderful. Got a traffic jam here. Who gets to do this? This is crazy. Right over here. Here he is. So as you can see, if I had a zoom lens that you were talking about instead of this prime here, that zebra shot would have been spectacular. I think it's pretty good right now, but we don't see the entire zebra. We don't get all of the action. We don't see its hooves. And so if we had maybe the 70-200, I could have just zoomed out a little bit and that would have been so much better. Although I have to say, that was some cool stuff. I'm so excited for tomorrow. All right, we have one more lens to talk about. What is this and why do we need it?
The 2470 is for the animals that are quite big and that come quite close to you. But also you need something to shoot some environmental stuff. You want to have the animal in its natural habitat and show the surroundings as well.
Tomorrow we're getting up early in the morning, we're gonna have breakfast, and then we're gonna go out for a few hours and we're gonna take photos of these amazing animals. I am so excited to do this. We thought we were finished for the evening, but Fairy Glen had different plans. They invited us for an evening nature walk and some really amazing things happened. We're now going on a nature walk. We're on this thing. We're gonna go see lions. I'm so scared right now. Unfortunately, we took so much time talking about what we're going to be doing tomorrow that we're out of time. And so you'll have to join us for the next episode of Exploring Photography to see the actual game reserve adventure. So make sure you join us here on Adorama TV for the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to Adorama TV. It's absolutely free. That way you don't miss the next episode of the Big Five and all that shooting. And also check out the Adorama Learning Center for more information on how to shoot video and stills and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Elsa. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be great. Don't miss it. Join in right here on Adorama TV for our Big Five adventure.